Hey guys, Casey Edwards here with the new Aleatoric Modular Series 2.0 overview video. Quickly, I'd like to go over and show you guys some of the new features. Let's go ahead and go over some of the usual suspects as well. Here we have the mic mixer showing the power buttons to load and purge samples, individual mic control for pan, volume, and also solo and mute buttons here to audition every mic position individually. To reset either the pan or the volume here, just simply control click for center and 0 dB. Also included now are all 5 mic mixes into each patch. That way you don't have to load a separate patch for the full mix mic if you like the way that sounds in addition to the other ones here. In respect, this is the close, Deca, outrigger, balcony, and full mix mic. Here is the high pass and low pass filters like in the original versions, and also still included is the random start time slider to take advantage of the Aleatoric scripting inside of the AMS engine. One of the new features here is the stage and hall functions. This is a digital representation of stage positioning from back to front and left to right. So what this means is, say you loaded in your horns, but in your template you'd like them to sit a little further to the left and back in the hall. So simply move left and back and click on the respective grid and boom, there you go. Just as easy as that. And this is all global. Over here you have the individual control over pan. Over here you have a global positioning for distance and left and right panning. Additionally, there's a stereo widener here if you'd like to mess with that whenever trying to find the sound that you would like. And most especially here are hand-picked impulse responses for early reflections and tails that sound, the characteristics match the sound of the room that we recorded in initially. So that way whenever you're searching through these lists here, whatever you choose is going to sound really good pretty much right out the box. Definitely feel free to experiment with any of these settings over here to find the sound that you would like. Probably the biggest change and the most important change here in the new AMS 2.0 is this whole middle console function, which gives you 100% control over any of these 12 key switches and what articulations you'd like to be in them. And not only that, but we've also included a new mixed mic articulation set, which lets you crossfade between any two articulations inside the core palette that you would like to have. Let me explain. So first of all, to initialize one of these key switches, simply click the cog over here to the right corresponding to its key switch position. Click here. Immediately you're taken to a directory. The standard is the standard set of articulations, and like I just mentioned, mixed articulations are the ones where you can crossfade from one to another. We'll start with the standard articulations first. Also, you'll see in the directory, since we recorded everything both normal and Sordino or with mutes, this means that you can mix and match any of the two that you would like, and with easy key switches to switch back and forth, or even with the horns, since we recorded them to VZ, you can layer any of the two articulations, muted or normal or both, if you would like. So let's say we want to load in jitters for our C0 key switch. You'll immediately see the respective zone laid out on the keys below. And if you watch the module here, you still have real-time control over the dynamics. Alright, great. Let's say in addition to that you would like to have a mixed articulation. We'll simply start here. We'll stick with the normal patches for now. Let's say you like the tone of the lip bends, but you like the grit of the flutter bends in the higher dynamic layer. So we'll click our low dynamic first, which will be lip bends, and then we'll crossfade into flutter bends. And you'll see in the console now we've loaded in the C# key switch position bends into flutters. That sounds like this. Alright, great. Let's say you accidentally meant to do another mixed articulation here. Simply to clear any of the key switches, click the cog again and just hit empty. And then there you go. Let's say you were coming over here to load in a mixed articulation, but you accidentally clicked standard. Now, in your haste, I don't want you to have to go through the entire directory just to load and then empty a slot. So if you made a mistake, simply come down to the bottom right of the console and hit cancel. And that will immediately take you back to the console here with any changes unaffected. Thanks everybody, and see you next time.